Task 14, accrued income and deferred income. So again, after we have done accrual and prepayment, this is the another task which is related to your management reports if the information is missing on the actual accounting data, and you can just post via journal. So accrued income means the income which is due for the specific period, but you haven't generated the invoices yet, or you haven't received the money yet in the bank account, and the income is actually due for that period. And deferred income means the income which you have received in advance, but you have not actually provided the goods or services for that period, and you have already received the income as for example, rent income. You have received the rent in advance, but the rent is not actually due. So the something which you have received in advance, but you have not provided the services, is called deferred income. And accrued income means you have already provided the services, but you have not actually charged the invoice, or you have not received the money yet. So the amount is actually accrue on your income side, but it's not recorded. So we can just do via journal in order to record that. So you can just provide the correct management accounts. So again, on your course book, so DSK Limited have received rent in advance from below client for July to September. So as you know, we are doing management accounts for 30th June 2019, but you have received the rent for 3 months in advance. So which is July to August, July to September, and you have already received in June. So you don't want to include that as an income. So this can be recorded as deferred income, and you would like to show this as a deferred income on 30th June 2019. So the customer which you have received the income from is Finsbury Furniture, and the details are given. And the next is, you have noticed that the rent invoice is not issued for one of the tenants. So you have forgotten to issue the invoice for one of the tenant for June 19, which is already over, and you would like to record this as management accounts on accrue income. So you can just accrue it, and the tenant's details are as below. So you need to complete the two tasks. First of all, let's post the manual journal for deferred income for £15,000 with auto reversal date. So make sure you reverse the journal on 30th September 2019, because that's the period ends for the deferred income. So let's do the first one. And as you know how to post the manual journal via step by step. So we are going into zero, and you go to accounting and select manual journals. Under manual journals, new journal. And here we are posting the journal for deferred income. So I'm going to write in narration, deferred income journal. The date is already given here, 30th June 2019. If you have any details, you can attach here. Cash basis, so make sure you select that if you are preparing on cash basis accounting. So account is deferred income. So here it's coded as 810 income in advance. So if you would like to rename that, you can just go by a chart of accounts, and you can use the same code here. So I'm going to write for your reference, nominal code 810. So that is 810 income in advance. Name of the property is here, Unit 7 Business House. And deferred income is something which is a liability, so it's always credit. So it's 15,000. And the other side will be rent income, which is 200. It's given on your book. Unit 7 Business House, and that's debit. So your rent will be debited. So you are deducting your turnover or revenue, and you're posting that as a liability on the other side, which is deferred income. And make sure you use the auto reversal date 30th September 2019. So let's complete that. So we don't have to do that again. And that this will be automatically reversed by 0. And this journal looks fine to me. I'm going to post it. And as you can see the message, both the journals have been posted by 0 with the auto reversal journal. So that's done. And the next task is for accrued income, 10,000, 30th June 2019. So again, accounting, manual journals, new journal, and I'm going to write accrued income, 30th June 2019 again. And this time, as I said, accrued income is the asset for you. So it's always so I can see there is no code for accrued income. So let's create one. So in order to do that, go to accounting, chart of accounts, as this has been already demonstrated in your previous video. And accrued income is going to be your asset. So let's click on assets and just select the code which is not previously used by 0 in the list. So I'm going to select something from current asset as very close to prepayment. So I'm going to use 621. So add account. Account type is going to be current asset and it's 621 and it's available. Make sure you are not using the code which is already used. And accrued income and save. I will just write here for your help. Use the code 621, or I can just write create the code if it is not. So create the code 621, nominal code 621. So that's been done. So let's go to our journal now, manual journals, new journal. And I'm going to write narration as accrued income 30th June 2019. Make sure you use this default narration. And if I type 621, it's come up now because we just created. And the 1620 is the name of the property. Accrued income is always debit. 10,000. And the rent income is 200 is credit because you are recording this as sales. And the auto reversal function, again, make sure you auto reverse as 1st July 2019. So be careful with the date. So this is 1st July 2019. And I'll show you this journal again. So you make sure you write the correct narration. Date is 30th June 19. Accrued income is always debit because that money belongs to you. You use the tracking category. Sorry, I missed that. And rent income is credit 200, which is given here. And once you're happy with that, with the auto reversing date 1st July 2019, post. And you will see the message. Both the journals have been posted. One is automatically posted by 0, and we have recorded accrued income and deferred income on 0 now. Thank you.